for ease of payments of fees and the required revenues to the sector. It provides three payment platforms. We have the online payment, how to do a Visa cards, MasterCards, as well as bank transfer. We have the proof of payment where you can pay your money to the bank and then you upload your payment slip and it's verified through our system and also pay. And then we also have the mobile money payment platform that is also incorporated into the system. We have a digital data collection platform that also inputs cash data in real time and provide an analysis on how our stocks are managed as well. We have a database and an analytical engine. The core of the FIMS is to centralize database and store all fisheries related information. We also developed the electronic document management system for NAFA or internal management and documentation for approvals. We also developed the human resource information management system that is right now updating all of NAFA human resource records from paper-based cabinets to online systems. We also developed a data collection platform that is directly integrated with the FAMES, and we also developed a monitoring and evaluation system. So all these systems are there to automate NAFA's operations to better and more efficient, transparent execution.
Indeed, African soldiers. And of course, they're doing well. They did well. Some of them played a part. They are no more anyway. Even those that are dead are still fighting. Those that are living are still fighting. The elevator to success is out of order. You will have to use the stairs one step at a time. Be a positive energy trampoline. That's up what you named and rebound more back. People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing too. And that's why we recommend it daily. Work until your bank account looks like a phone number. Yeah, I'm so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I'm saying. No. People say nothing is possible, but I do nothing every day. Life is like a sewer. What you get out of it depends on what you put into it. I always wanted to be somebody, but now I realize I should have been more specific. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships. Individual commitment to a group effort, that is what makes a team work. A company work, society work, a civilization work. Teamwork is the ability to work together toward a common vision, the ability to direct individual accomplishments toward organizational objectives. It is the field that allows common people to attain on common results. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success. Alone, we can do it so little, but together we can do so much. Remember, teamwork begins by building trust, and the only way to do that is to overcome our need for invulnerability. And so I invite everyone to choose forgiveness rather than division, teamwork over personal ambition. What a way to say good morning, a pleasant welcome to today's edition of the program, The Blaze on Blaze 90.7. It's on a beautiful one too, of course. A beautiful Wednesday morning. And my name is Alexander Zesko. Day breaks different in Liberia. Anything is possible. Of course, I'm here this morning with Stephen Talu. And together we're going to be driving through straight up to 10 o'clock this morning on today's edition. Coming up shortly, we will have our updates given together. And today is just going to be something exceptional because we have two different persons coming this morning, sitting on the same platform at the same time to discuss governance. Yes, this morning is just going to be something simple, and this is what we just thought of. So now we're going to just make the program interactive to allow people to give their own opinions on the governance of this country. And so we will have two individuals this morning in studio, and they'll be talking about. We'll be doing analysis on the UP's 1 year, 7 months of power, and CDC 1 year, 7 months. So tangibles so far within this period from the two administrations so far, even though UP is in power, but we'll be looking back 2018 to 2019, what the CDC achieved, and then coming to UP 2024 and 2025, what the UP has achieved, which one is more better. And no, it's just good. And again, why CDC should come back into leadership. So somebody says CDC should not come back. Somebody says CDC, there's a need for CDC to come back. So we'll have these people in studio this morning. We'll have Lasana Escane. He's from Pupa. Yeah, so he'll be speaking. Definitely for him, he actually uh, defends the CDC because he's a full member of the CDC. And we'll have Sion Sylvester Smith. So he's also from the Young Leaders Alliance. So the two of them will be here. Sion supported this government in 2023, and this is his government in see. But he had the very intention now, so he's establishing, or they have established new party. It's still yet, I don't know. You talk about that. So Lassana Kane is the vice president for operation for the Professionals United to promote pro-poor agenda, PUPA for short. So he's going to be here this morning, and we'll also have, sorry, we also have Sion Sylvester Smith. Sia is a National Youth League chair of the Liberia Young Leaders Alliance. So he's also here. He is saying that CDC should not come back. So Lasana is saying that there's a need for CDC to come back. So we'll be looking at 1 year, 7 months of leadership, comparing the two, the UP and that of CDC. So it's just going to be simple this morning. And so just waiting for them. By the time they arrive, definitely we'll go straight into our discussion this morning. But before then, let's flip through some of the updates this morning. But let me inform you that the cash giveaway is on. And today is just another day for somebody to bump it. Yeah, I can say. So today is double. So any amount that you win today is going to be doubled. That is, if you win 10,000, definitely 20,000 is going to come. If you win 20,000, 40,000 is going to come. So star 799 star 9 hash is the code. 200 LD or $1.50, whatever currency you want to use to do your transaction. So each transaction you do is $1.50 US or 200 LD. So today is not $100 because we double in this, so you have to double the 100 to so I make it 200. So when you dial the code star 799 star 9 hash, make sure you don't start self-subscriber, of course. And if you send it, select the currency. If it is LD, select number 2. When you select number 2, you send it, you'll be asked to put in a number of tickets. There, it means that how many times you want to play today. So that is, if you want to play 10 times, they put in 10 at once. And if you want to play 20 times, put in 20 at once. Just multiply the number of tickets by the amount you have or you have decided to play. Don't make mistake. You say, "Oh, I play one time, 1,000 left, or 20,000, 2,000 left." You cannot play one time and 2,000 you left your phone. Wherever you go. So you have to. It's not possible. Say in fact, so only 200 should be deducted from your account. So if you play one, make sure it is one instead of 10. Because when 2,000 is deducted and you can't will show you that, oh, you play 10 times, you'll say, oh, I mistake. Then you will only come on the radio and say, oh, and people, you're sorry. Yeah, that's what that when express the people when come here to argue, want to show the system to them. They will just come down. You just see them getting outside. They don't even tell you, thank you. Yeah. So for us, we are here for you, and we just want you to get because schools are about to open, so you need something. So star 79 and star 9 hash is the code 200 per transaction. You stand a chance of winning 20,000 at Brand Dollars times 2 today. So today is 20,000, 10,000, 5,000. So it will say you will send you 5,000. It means that 10,000 is coming to you. We'll explain that to you. We'll say you have won 5,000, but because today is double or double day, we are doubling the 5,000. So definitely 10,000 we are sending you. We'll explain that to you first before we send your money. So Steven, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Alex, and thanks again. Once more, for me, when you were doing the introductory part, my interest has to be with the two guys, the two groups of people coming this morning to speak to Liberians with respect to the past regime and this regime has gone almost 2 years, the development and whatever, because most of the arguments in the community has to do with. Uh, that based on the other one, this one is going on. So because the thing is, government is continuity. So if you were there and left from that little whatsoever comes, I mean, the person who is there doing it probably is dealing with the implementation issue. Also be applauded from past and current. But again, politically, they know how they're doing the argument when it comes. So, hey, that thing we did it before. And someone will say, yeah, we'll come and improve it. So I'm expecting a good discussion that we Liberians will learn from as like someone will say 2025, 29 stay far. But I tell you for real, what you start today will end tomorrow. You got to start planning before you get success tomorrow, and especially so when you want to go in positive manner. So yeah, it's better to have it discussed so that people and Liberians and citizens can get to know that yes, indeed, with respect to the two persons who just spoke, the analysis, we need to take a directive or a strict decision with respect to our leaders who are in this country saying the in the interest of the people, the masses. But some of them later when they sit on a throne, they take the M from them becomes different war. And the expose this morning, I'm expecting a good outcome as they are coming, maybe by 9. We'll see them around.
So let me just flip through some of the updates
Yeah.
this morning. And Princess Zoo, Princess. Yeah. So let me say this: the man accused of killing his girlfriend,
Mhm.
Princess Zoo, and wounding his own sister during a violent altercation in December 2024 is now asking the court to allow him to strike a plea bargain instead of facing trial. Bill Jala, indicted for murder, criminal attempt to commit murder, and aggravated assault, has petitioned Criminal Court A for a plea deal, admitting he wants to avoid a contested trial before Judge Roosevelt Z. Willie. In a fine title application for plea bargaining, Jala told the court that he understands the charges and penalties, has no prior convictions, and wishes to settle the case in good faith without delay. His lawyer said the defendant is willing to accept responsibility in exchange for a negotiated sentence. So he doesn't want to go through trial is the thing is glaring, so there's no need. But again, is the procedure too.
Yeah,
So
even the plea bargain, Alex, he still got to enter before the judge. He has to hear
yeah,
that
so it
particular
just yeah,
case,
you just want to
But to admit that yes, I did it. So normally, if you admit to committing a crime, if you were to go for life, they can cut down the sentence time,
that's why he
maybe.
say he doesn't want to even
Yeah,
go for trial. So he
yeah.
just want to tell the people you just give my sentence, and because the thing there ain't anything that we're
Yeah,
supposed to do.
during the
Yeah,
sentence and during the court sitting at trial, it
yeah.
still
So
goes to trial. It just that he doesn't want that maybe lifetime or 50 years or 25 years to be there. So plea bargain is something necessary as well because somebody who realizes what they did, especially taking away the life of people too, that I want to put say plea bargain me, something I differ with the law.
so
But again,
you killed someone,
yeah,
and
that
then
life is sweet.
you going out to beg
Hmm.
the court to negotiate. What are you going to do now?
So
You say,
so
um, I wish to settle the case in good faith without delay. They also in good faith. Then in case somebody
and
when you're killing
yeah,
again.
they not talk about goofy.
So we have been told that the vice president for Pro-Life Global, a U.S.-based anti-abortion organization, uh, the Liberian students, she told Liberian students that an estimated 73 million babies die worldwide each year as a result of abortion. These are people that are against abortion.
Mhm.
Yeah, these are people that are against abortion. So
You do anything and you want, but
yeah,
I don't know
so
what's happening.
there's we don't want to experience that. So we are saying that powerful ocean surges battered the Cinco coastline over the weekend, destroying property, fences, and sending shockwaves through communities already grappling with Liberia's escalating coastal erosion crisis. And this was bad. Yeah, we saw the erosion hitting this building in Cinco,
Yeah.
destroying the fence. This is bad though. There's a need to actually take step to block this water because when the water keeps hitting properties like this, we don't want it to end on. Going end on and they are renting.
Different thing.
Yeah, so there's a need the government make sure they get rid of that, please. So people still brave in this country, impersonating. So the Liberia National Police has launched an investigation into two men accused of impersonating Front Page Africa's managing editor Rodney C. in a scheme to extort money from government officials, prominent citizens, and businesses. So these people they go around saying that they are Rodney C. from the Front Page Africa.
Oh my God.
So some people just brave in this country. So the suspect identified as Maurice Tamba and Simbe Bohi allegedly acquired phone numbers from Lone Star Cell MTN and posed as C while soliciting cash. So Mr. C himself described the act as unfortunate and called the police to act swiftly. He said, "It is unfortunate that young and agile people are stooping so low to engage in criminal activities by soliciting money under this false pretense, pretending to be Rodney C. They need to find a job or go to school. It is very easy to trace these phone numbers as we have been doing on a number of occasions. Others have been arrested, and so will these two. So the police investigating these people. So
Well, people can be patient to look for something for
so the
themselves.
Lone Star MTN now has confirmed that it has blocked the two numbers in
Okay.
question. Noting that the matter is now under investigation. So Ronnie said, I would like to thank the management of Lone Star MTN for their assistance in identifying the suspects. I hope
Mhm.
this serves as a warning to others that the same registration process makes it easy to apprehend perpetrators of these activities.
Mhm.
So officials said the breakthrough was made possible through the Liberia Telecommunications Authority's mandatory SIM card registration exercise launched a few years ago. So the police is investigating this, but this is something bad for our country. Ronnie C is someone that, especially those in government, about 80% know.
Mhm.
So
An
yeah,
interpreter
he's not
icon.
somebody that just
Not,
so if you're just going around now putting to be Rodney C, then it means that you
it's very dangerous
it
anyway.
just means that you're looking for the same problem Melvin Swain was looking for. Melvin Swain
The inspector,
accident may end go there.
the inspector,
So this
because only I know if you know how the accident, you're still going to
so
be
they
in that.
believe that when you use Rodney C name,
Yeah.
you'll get money because it may has one of the critical papers in Liberia at the front page Africa. I mean, who owns it? So
Mhm.
by then, they'll run see front page Africa. Oh, it will be
And a big man.
yeah. So I don't know. Some people just less busy. So the civil law court at the Temple of Justice, we are told that it has put an end to the ongoing fight over church properties
Mm-hmm.
between the United Methodist Church Liberia Annual Conference and a group that broke away to form the Global Methodist
And
Church. So now we have UMC and GMC. So in a strong ruling handed down by George W. Smith, the court made it clear that those who left the UMC have no right to take or claim any church property. The breakaway group, led by Reverend Jerry P. Kohler, had argued that they were entitled to a share of the UMC's properties, including churches, schools, hospitals, and other facilities after they left to form the GMC. So, for example, if I'm leaving Bliss FM
Blaze FM.
to establish my own radio station, should I say some of the properties here for me? No. So you left. It means that you able yourself. It means that you
You
can
want to
get
be independent.
yes. It means that you can get things for your own. So you just have to go and start establishing instead of carrying the same people that you living because of certain reason and carrying the properties. So you're not being doing justice to yourself, in fact. So the judge of the circuit court ruled that once they left the UMC, they have or they give up any rights to its properties. You
Mm-hmm.
can't claim what you don't own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the judge said.
After you part a connection with the particular institution,
Yeah.
it means, any other thing they do, what they go, you don't have to be part of it. Go and be independent on your own.
Yeah.
Liberia was supported by countries and the people say get independent. And you can do your own thing. So it's almost the same with institution. Once you say I don't like, don't be part of it.
Mm-hmm. And no, Liberia, women's representation too is becoming something. Uh, Despite electing Africa's first female president in Liberia,
Mm.
women's representation in Liberia's legislature remains low as at just 11% because we said 30%.
Mm.
So we just have 11%. So 19 still remains. So this is a stark reality in a way. And this was the focus of the recent discussion where panelists at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Center's Country Talks series urged a bold solution, new gender quota legislation. The proposed law would compare political parties to present a gender balanced candidate lists, aiming for a balanced ratio in future elections. So it's
But
Even say
it's a bit difficult because past by elections you see more women, but they give it a support to women, but their own women is something, in our Liberian society difficult to see.
yeah. So
Yeah, so I don't know what
we had
strategies will be used.
we had we had Dr. Diane Garnett, who's which was one of the panelists, one of the women leading the discussion. She was joined by Councillor Charlie Bromsky, Montserrat County District School Africa Program Manager Afia Kemokai,
Mm.
Colonia Tuba, Deputy Minister for Administration and Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. So Gandhi's point was we see the differentiation in how women can be appointed in the executive, but not necessarily as they can be elected in the
And,
legislature.
yeah.
What does it tell us? It tells us that a president can come and appoint strategically, but is the population as a whole willing and ready to elect women? But that's the point because
Yeah.
you have to. It depends on the population. What they decide to do is what they go by. So if they see that it's not necessary for women to take any position, because
That they don't do it, and this
yeah,
is what I'm seeing.
you will have a political party to put up women. You have a political party to pull up women to contest, but there will be stronger people in the district, especially stronger men.
Yeah.
And if I have those who in the district, their attention, some of the women too will just sit down without doing anything, while some of the men will be doing something. It is good for us to have a balanced legislature where we'll have women there to representing, but it depends on the work that you do as a woman too
Mm.
to convince the electors. Some elections we can have women contesting, but in level two, your work that you do, how you convince these people to vote for you.
Yes, that's
We saw in District 1, yeah, most rather County, Rugi Barry. Rugi Barry is District 1 representative now. She has contested twice. She did not do it. It was given to Lawrence Morris. And in 2023, she did not still give up. She contested. And luckily for her, she won. So it just requires a You can't say because you woman now you're talking about women participation. You just say, oh, a woman, yeah, I'll say that you're gonna do the work for me. No, it's not possible.
yeah, but this is why I use the word lucky because I think you gotta be very consistent when it comes to making your dreams to come true with the populace, with the population, the people you serving. You gotta be determined, like the man, because the same way men thinks is how women think. So don't say the mega stream more than me. And that's the same voice we all using. So, like you said, she was consistent 2017, she didn't make it, and she tried as much as possible to do some of the encouragement that really made people enthusiastic to say yes indeed we can make it with for Rudy Barry, and today she's representing.
And in
Why you
fact,
think she can maintain it for the second
after
time?
2017 election, she still used to go in the district giving loan to people,
Yeah.
having some farms there for people, and these are things that people that
Yeah.
encourage the electorate. So you cannot just say that because you are a woman now, and because you're talking about women participation,
Yeah.
then you just say,
You
oh
say that me
yeah,
a
no,
woman, it will come to me.
mm-mm.
You don't dream to see it. You
It's
gotta
not
work
possible. You have
towards
to
it.
get on the ground.
Yeah.
We saw that in Nimba. Either Gongolo were contested.
Mm-hmm.
Even women left right went Nimba. Women left right went Nimba to even campaign to get our support.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is something that they said they thought it was good, but the electors decided to go for Koga. And that's exactly what happened. So she's still there, and she will keep trying.
You know that the issue of I'm a woman, they will call me our man. So they gotta believe they just sit down in the back and feel that people will go and be conversing for them. But you gotta be strong to go in field to speak to the people as to why you think they should have you elected. And this is what I see most times, even the past by elections. Some of the women, they feel that they got men that are doing small advocacy for them that only men people can listen to. No, they can also want to listen to women who are very potential. I got right now the deputy magistrate in Grand Gita County as a lady because she has been in youth advocacy for quite a long time. As she even won as youth president for Grand Gita Youth Development Association and very consistent. And when you see the post, they calling for forum. When she goes there, she acts as if to say people can say, oh, man, woman, you know. So I mean, the determination from men can be placed in women, and you can do it. People follow you. Unlike other people say, I said there because I'm a woman and I am a woman, they will bring support for me. It shouldn't be all of the time. You gotta be very strong.
You just need to be strong, and other women don't leave other district
Yeah,
to
to
kind of
keep coming to
district
you too.
to campaign for you and all of that. It depends on the work that you do
Mm-hmm.
as a woman in the district. It's good. We support that. We want to see uh, women becoming representatives, senators, of course. See, Yombly been senator this two times
Mm-hmm,
now.
mm-hmm.
She's going, and now in fact she's in leadership at the level of the Senate.
Senate, pro
So
tem.
we have Eni Atore. She's the representative in Magibi. We have Priscilla Kopo, District
Brother
5 Monserrado. So we have women.
Mary Johnson of Konamo District.
Yes, we have women in leadership. They did not just wake up one morning to win election. They
Eh,
started working. They have tried. Yeah. So
so you gotta be determined. So like I'm giving reference to other women. You gotta be very very strong when it comes to saying things that you think men can say and people listen as well, so that they follow you as a leader. Because tomorrow confusions may come in the community. The way you take decision, people will trust you. So that's what say you supposed to be doing. So again, it has been one of the argument. I mean, you're talking about, in fact, lawmakers are talking about 30%, but we're hearing that less than 15, is amongst men, especially in the legislature. Even though they can be appointed to executive position, to be deputy director, to be deputy minister, and whatever, that which is not too sufficient as somebody vying for a political post. Like people are advocating 30%, and they're not even around 20 years. So they still got to do more.
yeah, indeed, they have to do more of that, and it's actually a good thing for us to talk about. And so we will just take this break. We just take this break, and then we we do it well. So let's try to take this break. We'll come back now. We will have our discussion. So yeah, this is what we've been talking about, and it is what it is. This is the program that Blaze on Blaze 90.7. We will take this short break. When we come back, we will have our discussion going. But let me inform you that one of those that should be in studio just communicated with us. Literally, this last minute of time that he's not going to come because he had a little problem. So one person is already here, so just be in the audience and then we'll have some discussion because he's already here. We don't just want him to go. So, Sian Sylvester Smith is here this morning, so we just gotta give him the chance to sit with us so we can have some discussion this morning. And we'll plan this one, the two of them together another time because, like I said, Lasana is not coming this morning. He just communicated with us that he has an issue to, this is last minute time. This is what can happen sometimes. So we'll have see you in studio for us to have some discussion, friendly discussion anyway. So just be there while we here because we'll just have to the program just have to go on for you who are listeners. Yeah, they make a, a party teacher. Okay, so okay, so folks, we'll say good morning again and welcome. My name is Alexander Zesquanyeneken, the is different, and we are here this morning to have some discussion. We are so sorry that Lasana is not coming again. He just communicated with us. He said he wants to be on the phone, but I don't know how possible it is. But we'll just have to have our program ongoing. So Oracle is here with us. He's going to stay with us now for us to have some discussion. Oracle, good morning and welcome.
All right, so good morning, Z Square, and good morning to Hotalu.
Okay. Tell us how was your night, firstly.
Well, all thanks to God Almighty. Once you wake up to see another day, and then you give God the glory, the
Yeah,
praise.
sure. Sure.
Yeah, we actually thought of having this interactive between you and Lasana, but again, we just received communication from him that he's not coming. He expected someone to drop him off because he had a little problem with his arm. So a person left him down. So we try to plan it on another day so that we can have this discussion to have the two of you in studio. I actually wanted you to be in studio. But again, you are here and tell us how is your new political party? How you call it?
So it's called the Liberia Young Leaders Alliance.
Okay.
Lila for short.
Okay. Tell us, how is it?
Well, we are on course, and then we are doing our best. So I can say that Lila is the fastest political movement because soon to be a political party. So right now we have structures in some of the counties. So for now to December, there's a possibility that Liberia will be receiving another new political party.
Okay. So are you just political party to be collaborating with other? Go have two big parties in this country. Why you intend to have new political party? And where you think you can go?
So that's why I wanted the guy from the I don't know whether it's always a problem, but most of the folks from the CDC don't really love to sit on platform with me. I don't know. This is not the first time, this is not the second, and this is not the third time.
For him, he had problem. He
All
has
right.
problem
So I pray one of these days. So Liberia is not all about Unity Party or CDC. I always say it on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
So there are other people who have ideas, who have been denied the privilege, and they can serve through as well. We should not base Liberia on just two-party state. Mind you, we are multi-party country. So Unity Party failure should not be a boast for CDC, and CDC failure also should not be a boast for Unity Party. There are other where opposition political party structure outside there with ideological young people that can steer the affairs of Liberia. So it's not all about Unity Party, it's not all about CDC. In my own view, the two of them should just give people the space because the two of them are being tested and they are proving some level of incompetence. The only thing is that when you put the two of them on the scale, I may prefer the United Party above the CDC.
That's the discussion we wanted to have.
Yeah,
but let's go into it. Why?
So it's like, because I wanted Lasana to read the BS so you could catalog.
I think he's listening.
So I wanted him to catalog some of the thing that was done in the 1 year, 7 months or whatsoever thing.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that they are failing to realize is that government is not ready to run on too much projects. I don't grade government because you do too many projects.
Okay.
I grade government because you put policy into place. So many of our leaders are not building policy. They feel that when you build one market, you post something, delegate, it means you are doing the real thing. So there are things we call on the past government to do. Let us create an agenda a national agenda for Liberia. It means that any government or any president comes to power, these are things that should be implemented. Similar thing in the United States. So America is not great because who become president. America is great because there is already a system put into place that whosoever becomes president must go by that trench. These are things we want transformational leaders to come to the table. Let's design a plan for Liberia, maybe the next 40, 50, 60 years. That if this person is president, as soon as you leave, these are things that you should do. If we say we do road for now to 2030, road should be our priority. From 2031 to 2035, if we do another thing, that thing should be our priority. Even though there are other things you will do, but there should be a national agenda that every government that comes to power can go by. Now someone will be
So
one.
do you think citizens know high agenda?
CDC never even had
We
agenda.
have a proper agenda.
The proper agenda came as soon as they won the election. There was nothing about agenda for CDC. I bet anybody on the CDC, there was nothing called Pro. Pro surface when CDC came to power. That's how we started hearing Pro. Even the president did not say anything to anybody. The president, he said they don't go to any occasion to even read out his own platform. So we're gonna Pro came at the end of the election after they had won, inauguration took place. That's how we started hearing Pro.
But when they were campaigning, they know how and then focus.
No agenda. The president did not even attend any presidential debate. How you get agenda? What did the man say to the people? The people voted in based on love.
Okay.
So it's only love. Someone will say, I just let the man. Most of them, I just let the man.
So in a 6 years, okay, the 1 year, 7 months, what do you think the CDC did? That we as Liberians too can look at and say, yes, CDC did this one.
So I wonder, I really want them to catalog some of those things. So
Yeah,
I could carry on a rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
So some of those things that were done, but was bad because they had some good plan, but badly presented, which means they did not look into they did not take into consideration the nation building. They did it on political gains. Like one of the things I really admire, but was not fully implemented, was the issue of the free tuition.
Free tuition, okay.
So most often they boast about the free tuition, but there's a serious rebuttal of this free tuition.
Okay.
So implementing a free tuition at the state-run university or colleges is like you're building your house and then you're starting from the roof.
How does that happen?
Yeah. So you build your house and then you are starting from the roof. So how do you build a house and start from the roof instead of starting from the foundation? So where I think that government should place more emphasis should be on primary and secondary education.
Okay.
When you open primary and secondary education free to public schools, it means you are doing the right thing. Because where do you find people being rather constrained? Is in the grade school. When I graduate from high school, some of the way I can earn to go to university. Sometimes you see we create study classes. Some of us will go to the classroom. So many of us parents can struggle when we want to get our secondary education. But once they get to university, except that person don't want to make their way through society. But once you out of high school, there are so many engagements that you can do to foster yourself into various universities or colleges. So I wanted that policy to be like compulsory free education for primary and secondary students. When they have gotten those things, another thing he did, the free tuition, they're always boasting about it. The free tuition, the government did not gain anything from the free tuition. If the policy was really meant for Liberia going to gain more than anything.
Okay.
Because even around the world, I have never been to so many countries, but based on research, based on some studies, no government just send people to go get higher degree free. You must pay back. So once the government send you to school to get one or two higher qualification, they place you into a sector to work. When you work, they take that same money they spend on you to go to school. You pay back to government, then government generate revenue. So if we created a free tuition policy, we were making people to go to school. When those people are graduating, where we gave them something to do, we didn't create any avenue for them. They just go to school, finish graduating, and they be passing around. So since it's a policy to help create the policy, when the man go through the free tuition, when the man is graduating, find an area for him to go and work. There'll be like a contract signed between those who will get on the free tuition policy and the government of Liberia. That when you graduate, you will serve the country as of certain years. You do it in China. It's all over the world. So government don't send you to go get a bachelor degree, to go get a master degree free of charge, and just be passing around. So the entire policy was not done. It's just that you want to do something, you don't have idea, but you want to score political grade. Then sedition will say that you want to celebrate free tuition. It means you don't understand anything. So the free tuition are going to be fruitful. If in only 8 to 6 years, people graduating, you give them something to do. Those same people down go and work. While they are working, percentage of their salary goes back to government. It means government is generating fundings.
So, can you tell us whether this free tuition, whether it had impact on some of the students that attended during the 6 years, or even those that are attending now? Is this free tuition making impact?
There is nothing 100% bad.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the aftermath, there should be something for the country. The country must benefit.
Okay.
Like I said, if you send people to school, even our parents are sending them to school, is because when we get educated, we must cater to them. So if it's helping some of our folks, it's really helping them. But when the people graduate tomorrow, what would they get engaged into? They just be roaming around the street.
So Ellis, what I'm seeing from Oracle, looking at the counterclaims, he really wanted somebody to be here so that he gave some reasons for which he's trying to counter against some of the leadership at the time, because they may represent a different party. For me, I wanted to really ask, you're talking about the issue of policy. Where do you stand as a new political party coming out? Yesterday we got the Vision 2030. Later on we got proper agenda. Today is arrest. So we got mixed agenda. What do you think a difference that you're bringing on board with respect to the new political party as compared to all of these things are passing that you're making reference to?
So the first thing is that we have ideological young people who can see the political space and catalog 1 or 2 ideas. So for now, we are crafting a policy. Like I told you about a national agenda. That is one thing leader is up to. So in as much we come to power, you must pave the road. That's true. You must do agricultural thing. It's true. But we are crafting a national agenda for Liberia. Like maybe we pass that in through legislation, through the House. Let it be passed into law that as of 2029, 2030, whosoever becomes president from 2030 to 2031, 32, these are things that must be done. From 32 to 35, these are things that must be done. From 35 to 37, these are things that must be. We are working on that. We are crafting policy. We will not just go build one school and then dedicate that school and make it be like a boastful thing. So if a leader is out of power, the next government that will come to power will see a national agenda that they too can go on a senior agenda. In as much there will be national agenda, you can also do other projects, but those things must be prioritized as the first priority. So we heard about Vision 2030, we heard about all of those things, but most of it they don't go into law. That one major thing. So crafting an agenda just for your own news and passing it through legislation is another thing.
Okay, so let's go back to the main thing we're discussing today, because we are actually looking at the UP and the CDC. That's the most important thing that we thought to, because we want for the public to know where they stand or where they should go, because we have new party coming. That's good, but that's because you said that if you pull UP and CDC, you prefer the UP over the CDC. And you just said CDC never had any agenda until they entered to power before they crafted the propo. So tell me now, what is the difference between the UP and the CDC that you see?
So
both positive and negative, anyway.
So for one of the major things I must grade this government is that they are the head of the government is always willing to accept. I must admit.
Okay.
You saw during the inauguration when the orator said something, in less than no time he accepted. As compared to the past government, when after Lehman Bowie, Goshu doing her speech, the first person I attacked was Jefferson Kochi and started raining insults.
Okay.
So in as much the government is not 100%, but one, there are errors, and there are people around who can identify those errors, and they are accepting and finding a way to solve them. I must give them a plus for it. the United Nations, the how they call it, the U.S. government came out with a release, and the government said they are going to go through it and then see how they can they can improve on some of those areas they have fought. At least it shows mature leadership. Like Kona asked one there, what's the difference between the two presidents or the former president and the current president? It's because everybody they're making similar mistakes.
Okay.
Rule of law was not respected the first place. It's not even being respected now. So you ask, what's the difference? I said, maybe the only difference I'm seeing, the current president not making music or he playing freestyle ball on the road. So so one way or the other, this government is not 100%.
Okay.
But when it comes to maturity based on the leadership, the person who is steering this current administration is more mature as compared to the past president who took the presidency to be a child's play. I don't read the Quran, but when we read the Bible, Paul said, when I was a child, I used to think like a child. When you are sent to the position of the presidency, which is the highest seat in Liberia, there are things you don't get involved in though. So you make that place to be attractive. Like people will not see you to be laughing stuff. People need to just make market of Liberia. Look at the Nigerian comedians. They just take Liberia to be a laughing stock because the president created an avenue where people could just say anything about our own president at the time. The same guy who needs to do all of the comedy against George Weah for Nigeria, is he doing it now? No, because there's a different style of leadership. You were called to a position to do something. The first working day, Monday, you go to Jimmy Garrison, he put John between your legs, he beating it, and he dancing culture. It shows that you don't know the thing you're doing. So the first major thing, the issue of maturity. I'm seeing maturity in this current government as compared to the past government. The past government just say something, everybody come and attack you. Another thing I'm seeing, even people who voted this government have the guts to point out the wrongdoing with their own government. But in the past, everything the past government did was wrong. You have supposed to say, if I'm working, Joe, we are the president, I just happy. But now you will see people who support the United Party want something for themselves. Because who come in, they got to pay their children's school fees. They got to feed their family. Yeah. But the people in the past, when they wanted George Weah to become president, they are left improve, they not improve, they say they're happy.
Is the country on right path with this government other than the previous government?
It's a country is on the right path for this government, apart from the previous government. And when you say right path, the question is too broad. The question is too broad.
So when I say on the right path, that is meeting the needs of citizens in their first 1 year, 7 months, compared to the previous first 1 year, 7 months.
So for this question, the government is not 100% on the right path.
Okay.
It's not 100%. There are some ills. The reason why the first 1 year, 7 months of the past government had a little bit of sugar in the way is because at that time, there were too many people just placed into the sector to go and work. Some people didn't know exactly what they were even doing. I had one friend in the Ministry of State. What kind of work you doing there? He said, you don't know, you can just go sit down there whole day.
Oh.
But when the month ended, they will get paid. So for the first 1 year, 7 months in the past government, there were people there placed in position, they go work. They say, Ministry of State alone had over 700 gardeners. How can 700 gardeners be in one ministry? So they just place people in the ministry, go there to go work. You don't even know your TUR. You don't even know what you're doing. At the end of the month, somebody pay you from their pocket. So at that time, you have too many people placed into government. Even if you're not doing much work, you could get something. So they believed that it was good. But they didn't know that it was also strangulating government because they were not ready placed into the system rightfully. For this 1 year, 7 months in this government, the government is trying to straighten out some things. So once you straighten out things, it will not be 100%. Because you must first get the bad apples from the good apples, the red one from the green ones, the rotten one from the red one. So everything is not roses for this government.
So most times there are cases that surface. There's sometimes suspension and whatever. Investigations go on, and up to now, to go to the public and say these are outcomes of those alleged or allegations that probably went to LECC, GAC, and whatever. These are things also this government is going through. What do you see to be a change when it comes to the implementation of investigations and policies?
Liberia problem. That's Liberia no problem. So it's like even on the right after the post-war, we saw the United Party first 12 years. There were so many investigations. That's just one of the role of the leaders in Liberia. So sometimes they do investigation. They don't come back to the public with fact findings as to how it went. Maybe one or two persons who were involved into it got certain connection. Like they say, you can hold a rope. When you hold the rope will hold the bush. So I think this government is on the same path, doing similar things that which you can find against every day. But as time goes back, I think they are trying to reshift. Because I think I read a release yesterday that one of the local court was forced to shut down the NEC office, lock it for some hours. It shows that at least they're trying to shift. That no matter who is involved, there should be one or two penny. But that's how Liberia been from way back. You found that people go through investigation generally hanging. They say that 1 week, Liberian people talking when they finish talking, they will forget. These are things that we don't want to keep happening. So in as much, my fight every day on the radio. In as much, Unity Party may not do 100%. CDC is now an option.
Okay.
That is
I
my.
was just about to come there because CDC is coming back. Do you think when they come back, when they come back, will make a difference?
They got a conviction that will
Like
be
in
back in
space.
2029.
Like in space.
What do you think?
So we are all in the opposition circle. Even my own institution is in the opposition. But there's one reason why I can fry a CDC. Because from the level of my institution, like Young Leaders Alliance, they put say young leader again, the young people who have 6 years go to sport the whole country. So even CDC has damaged the image of the young people. That people don't want to trust young people leadership.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, 100%. CDC damaged the image of the young people. That people don't want to trust. We had so many young people in the past government. They didn't know exactly what they were even doing. I think you listen to CMC political leader, he said it. He said they were put their place in position incompetent. They didn't even know their TO, they didn't even know their role. Instead of well structured unit post sending outside to go get some exposure. United Party first 12 years, there's one thing Malaseli did, I really admire. When they won, she did not force young people into a certain position. She gave them or created avenue, go outside, go improve yourself and come back. I think CDC was supposed to do the same thing for the brothers. For Bro Alvin Wizard and less of experience, who will only try with the president then become cheering squad. You go to United Nations General Assembly to be singing NSA again, to the mentor, we are kind of fire. This challenge thing. You don't go to the UNGA and do the kind of thinking. So you just place young people that got no direction, place them. So to even trust young people now with leadership, it's hard. You got to post the people before sport the entire thing, and other young people come here again. We able to get so CDC are damaged. That whole
So
world
how can you change the thinking of the others?
How can we change it? That's why we are telling people, if you have gone to political space before, you must say the sir. That's why we don't want to mix ourselves too much. In as much we align with other institutions, just in case, if we are not successful the second round, we may do immersion. But we don't want to do with it too much, recycling people, bringing the same people, mixing them. That's why if you are contested before, or you were a lawmaker before the bill, you can never go on our party ticket. We carry anybody who you see here now, you put out tell you other you want to go for another thing, you can't join with us. We will not do that kind of thing. So we are tired of seeing old people. So United Party must give us some space. CDC must give us some space. In the ANC, I don't see anything in the A. I don't see anything in the CMC. The CMC that just rebirth of CDC.
Do you believe so? Because we also listen to Luto Tape talking about collaborating with CMC.
Yeah, it's up to Tape. Tape said don't even get too much Facebook, even people who support the United Party. So even Tape intention must say where we are. You got no problem there.
Okay, so when the Rescue Alliance that you supported in 2023, when they were coming to power, they said they were going to correct the wrongs they past administration date. But do you see them repeating the same wrongs?
Over and over again.
Okay.
And that's why when they do it, we fire at them. And I always say, when you make an error and you are willing to identify your error and then move forward, that means you are in the best place. Like the Bible says, God said David was the apple of his eye. Who told you David did not commit sin? For every time David sin, he will go back to God and cry, and God forgive him. But seeing the wrong, yourself into the wrong, and be that thing is right, that's the problem.
Okay.
So the government is sleeping on many things. The government is wrongly proceeding. And we will not sugarcoat it. We will not praise them. When they do the right thing, we praise them. The reason why the right thing they have done or they are doing, I'm praising is because anytime there is a fault identified, they are willing to accept and improve. And one of the things I can tell people, the reason why I would not want people from the CDC to keep talking is because everything you say, it's just going in thin air. You are already out of the picture. So this government had it right now, just 1 year, 7 to 8 months. The government can even correct all of the wrongs in less than no time. So all the essence of banking too much on the people. You're not even there again. Because the only opportunity you have, they kick you. The people there, you want to be too critical on them. Why if they correct their mistakes in 2, 3, 4 years? Like when people will forget about it, all the things you've been saying. So that's why I don't want people from the city, because you have been tested already. You're not different from United Party. CDC is no different. You have been tested. You did not show anything. If you're going to show something good, after putting more than 20,000 people on payroll, you still want to win election. But you put 20,000 people on payroll, more than the same 20,000 people took it from the presidency. So it means he didn't do anything.
Okay, so where do you see Liberia after this term of the UP in 2029? Before 2029.
Before 2029.
Yeah.
If all goes well, it's up to the current administration to do their work. There's one thing, one of the presidents I can really give credit to in this government is the foreign minister. So she's really doing well, trying to rebrand Liberia image to the outside world. So if they continue on the path in the next years to come, the kind of recognition Liberia had in the past will still be restored to us as compared to the previous government that we saw our passports in the hand of drugs dealers all around the world, terrorists. So there's one thing that I always find out there. Even the 12 years United Party, anybody who want to take Liberia from 2017 saw that Liberia was already on the right path. And when the CDC came, scattered everything. Now United Party is trying to build it again. So if they do well, rebranding Liberia image to the outside world is one thing I think they are working on, because they want a seat on the non-permanent seat, the Security Council. So I think they can use that as an opportunity to sell Liberia back to the outside world. Like before, they say the third band, the trouble, where people saw Liberia as the shining star in Africa.
Okay. So also saw the CDC something that for me, I believe we saw them building the 14 military hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that could be some of the developments the CDC can boast of.
Yeah. So it's good. The 14 military hospital, nobody broke it down. It still maintains for Liberia. That's it. Another thing they can want to talk about, I
The
believe
Emirates
hospital is there. Another thing is also the free wax.
Yeah.
So if Lasana was here, I think he could talk about it. But there's a serious reporter to that free wax. It has no idea, no logic in the entire free wax.
Okay.
It's helpful to some people, but it's a waste of government resources.
Can you talk about the? Can you
So
explain that?
okay, so I can let me
What you
take
know, what you know is the free wax.
So the free wax is a waste of taxpayer money somehow. When the free wax policy was introduced at the time, I was teaching at Don Bosco on the 8th Street. So at Don Bosco, students pay, or the parents pay up to $800, $600 for their students.
Okay.
If I can pay $850 US for my child, I can pay $65 for wax. So the free wax policy was to affect those who are already in need. During the Chancellor regime, they pay YF fee for students. They could all government school. They pay. Even Banaseli paid 2007 when I was in 9th grade in Botswana as the student council president at the time. They pay for everyone. So there are people who can afford. You don't need you need to put them on the policy. People pay $3,000 or DWAS. They can pay $60. If we're going to do it like doing things, making policy that will affect the country is better than just doing political policy. All government school, it has been in the government school. Where do you find underprivileged people? In the government school. So if I can go to St. Teresa Convent, if I can go to Katira, I can afford to pay WAS fees.
Okay.
So the money was there, the government is spending across, could be used for something else. If you own a government school, 6th grade, 9th grade, 12th grade, free wax. So if you want to benefit immediately, you must go to government school because government school should have that attraction. So if some of the policies were only being instituted in government school, you could find government school being more attractive that people will want to go there to form part of some of the policy. Now everybody want to go to UL or any government university or colleges. The reason is because they want to benefit from the policy of that free tuition. So if I want to go on government free tuition, I'll go UMU. I will Stella Marie, but if we just do free tuition across, nobody will go here. We're going to waste the time here. So you see, another policy that the government was able to use that people will want to run to the state-run university by instituting the free wax. So let's say the free tuition. So the free wax, if that thing was going to affect only those in the public school, if I want to benefit from it, I will go to the government school. You can find out that people will be attracted to go to it. But when that free wax, I'm for to go to Kennedy, I can even go to Maguire, I will still pay my wax fees. So it should be for people who are in need, not just across the board. Because now when you want school political go, you just do, and that policy really embarrasses the students. The reason is because government was not already paying timely. You need to see results. When we go to do the test, why would I even get money to pay their own staffers? Those who will subcontract to go do the paper marking 3, 4, 5 months, why they owing? Because there was no money to pay. So government was doing CFA. Yeah, serious CFA.
Okay.
But if that thing was going to be limited to only the government school, I believe government could cover, but the entire country, you wasting money.
Okay, they also have this harmonization that took place. Do you think it had impact?
So harmonization can make me laugh. There's one reason why the previous government failed. And then I wanted Zakara to be here. Let me say that thing. The president felt that knowledge is almost like when you transfer music from your phone to another person's phone. And he said one thing. The person had door. But in Samuel 12 smart, I working with Samuel 12, I say I will not be clever, Sankara and say you'll be clever. Pascal and say you'll be clever. Like they can transfer cleverness. Yeah, they said that thing to the party, you say you'll be clever too. And the man said that Samuel 12 was the smartest man in the government. So anything he says is that will be law and gospel. Harmonization. Even though they don't understand harmonization, maybe he understood it, but he just want to use it as a means to run the country down. Harmonization cannot affect teachers. It can affect janitors. It can affect them. I was opportune to get on government payroll in Sino when I was teaching at the Frank Brown and the Sino demonstration. I was replaced by someone who was on the payroll with C certificate. At the time, C certificate was getting 39,000. When I went there, harmonization made I need to get 19,000.
Wow.
To live in Sano and receiving 19,000, I was forced to come back because 19,000 can carry for even 1 month in Sano. So how can you harmonize salary and go way down to teachers? Harmonization should start from the top.
But do you think it did not take effect on them, for them in the top leadership?
It did not take effect. One of the reasons why it didn't take effect is because I think we saw the saga with Patrick Horner. So you cut down the salary, then you made the benefit very high.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, Jeffrey the man is taking less, but the benefit around that the thing become very high. So that was the strategy they were using. On the Patrick Horner say, but I made it there, generator all taking 3,000. So they created the scenario like they cut down their salaries and then created another space to get more money.
To stay out of.
So that thing was it was out of order. It didn't make any impact. It didn't make any impact at all. The harmonization, the mop up was a total scam. So I think I wanted him to be here so we can talk about the mop up. So the mop up was another waste that Samuel Eto'o instituted just to get some money for himself.
25 million.
The 25 million. How do you do mop up? Mop up is not like a grant. When people do mop up, it's not like a grant. Mop up is a loan. Grant a free money loan you can pay back. So in as much government brought 25 million to the economy, and then they should be with people who are in the business cycle. Those see money needed to be paid back. All those who receive the money, which one of them pay the money back? So government cannot share 25 million free of charge on people. So that thing was a total waste. No idea was into it. Someone just want to take money and put it in their pocket and claim that. Even the report that came, some of the businesses that they claim that they gave the money to, so the phone number not registered. Just because I think you were cool. You were cool, everything. So somebody, as soon as you dial the number, they say the number is not registered, unrecognized number. So they just created scenario just to get free money. So the mobile is only going to be successful once the money you give to the same people to do business infusing the economy go back to the economy. But you cannot waste free 25 million with no impact. It didn't go back to government.
So on the overall, how do you describe the CDC previous government?
On the overall, so on the overall, I describe it as one square peg in round holes. Something I say in that form, man.
From 1 to 10.
From 1 to 10. Let me finish with that. It was now from 1 to 10. So I saw it like group of unprepared people
Okay.
being placed into something that they don't know anything about. Yeah, sometimes CDC was almost like the guy who was caught, who had passion for the police, for have done a police test, and then can fail. So saying I've been failing, I think I should just wear the uniform and how CDC then were looking. So in as much they get passion for it, but they are now schooled into it, so they got into the position, it became like a terrible thing for them. So bunch of people without ideas, or people who really wanted to just loot the country, saw the ignorance of the president at the time. So let's just rely on him to get our thing. Samuel Eto'o was richer than Liberia. People suddenly just news the former president and got money put in their pocket because the man just news economic thing, power initiative. C'est what it means. Take it from so and put it back. So you don't even understand the thing they put talking. So these are just things that people just knew, the ignorance of the former president. But most of them now see that comfortable in good positions or got something for themselves.
Okay, so Sean Sylvester Smith is commonly known as Oracle, is our guest. He should have been joined by Lasana Kane, commonly called Thomas Sankara, from PUPA, Professionals United to Promote Pro-Pol Agenda. And he's the vice chair for operation. So Lasana was not able to make it up here in studio. So I think he has been listening. So we'll open the lines now to have your views, whether you agree what Oracle has said about the CDC and the UP, that he chooses UP over CDC. Somebody said because he supported the UP is the reason he's doing that. But I don't know how you tell me.
My catalog, what you
So
were
you
saying.
can call us on 07779079007. The cash giveaway is on *799 *9# *799 *9#. Today is 200 LD or 150 cents. Still a chance of winning 20,000 dollars times 2, which is 40,000. Let's go to the phone line and start to speak with our callers. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, live.
Yeah, good morning to your studio guest, Oracle. My name is Minister Gideon. I joined for District 6, most of the country.
Go ahead, Ludo.
Let me comment your studio guest this morning. Either whether during the time of CDC, they will not speak the hard truth. But I'm going to comment him this morning for speaking the hard truth. But here's my question to him, finding new political party. And one of the things that is undermining our country, that our country cannot develop, is corruption. How are they going to focus on corruption or fighting corruption against this country as a new political party? Thank you.
Okay, so he's taking notes. Are you going to fight corruption? Let's take this one. Call us on 07779079070871107. Good morning. Okay. 087 0771107 Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, live. Go ahead.
I'm Claudius, and I joined from the city of Finsville, besides the district number 6.
Go ahead.
Hello?
You are live on the radio. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me commend the studio guest in person of Oracle. I love when young people come to the day school and they come with facts, not taking into consideration their personal ego, and speaks the reality despite of from what political party or institution they might be. So my issue now here to Oracle is you are representing an institution that it seems to be you guys are aiming at the highest seat in this country. So What difference, looking at our political landscape, both on national and international level, what difference you think your political institution is going to make that we as Liberians should deem it necessary bringing that political party to order? And besides, who is your current standard bearer and party chairman?
Okay, so he will respond to that. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, live. Go ahead.
Thank you. So I'm James Tumu, right from LBS community.
You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So let me say thanks to you and your studio guest. But quickly to run to over what I heard from your studio guest, I think he's trying to shy away from something and trying to cover them up with other things that are unrealistic. He mentioned that the CDC had no agenda until they came to power. But even the arrest agenda of the Unity Party did not come until they came to power. Then another thing I heard him say that the president is a president that can accept. We watched the same president when the Supreme Court ruled. He entered the country and slapped the Supreme Court, slapped the constitution of our country in the face. How can we say that president can accept? Then he was talking about free tuition. Having tuition free higher education is different from student loan. You were talking about this, the government should have the student paying back the money. The first thing, public services are not in return for any cash benefit to government. So if you want to benefit the public by giving them free tuition in university, that's something that they must pay for. The number of people that will attend the university, do you have a job for them that they will do to pay the money back? That is one thing. So
Okay.
another thing, he was talking about the WAS fee. They pay the WAS fee and some people can afford. Whether you can afford to pay your children's school fee, you can pay thousands for them. Some of those students are in high school that pay thousands of USD. Some are on scholarship and the parents some will pay the WAS fee. Even besides that, all the people are Liberian citizens and they must benefit from the Liberian resources. You don't say because they have money to put their children to DJ Rabo or DY, so they should be denied their just benefit from the state resources.
Okay.
You don't do that to people.
Thank
And
you.
then last, quickly before I go, I think his new party is just an extension of the Unity Party. Just
Okay.
to say.
Okay. So, yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, live. Go ahead.
Okay, let me say thank you to your studio guest. I'm PFB Wilson and I call from GSU. But let me just use last 1 minute quickly. You see the guy in studio, everybody has an opinion. But the same thing he's saying is the same thing that many people are saying. I think he entered in the studio with what we call insincerity and deception.
Okay.
To tell me that President we are going to Jamaica Resort to play drum. Let me agree with you. President Weah is voting out because he played drum 100%. What happened to rule of law? When 10 position people were chased out on here, travel law is violated. I want for him to please Google it for him. Let him read the travel law. You cannot take that amount of people in Tokyo that wasting your tax people money. I work when you know where Eston. You know how many dollars they cost for my salary every month on NRA? Then he's sitting there in studio talking different things that is not reality. Supreme Court ruling came up. The president could still work with majority when they have no speaker and purported speaker were presiding and he worked with them to pass budget. Come again, the economy is performing poorly. Evidence of the fact, the rate and things prices. You are not here when the president said things are high and you have to put vice president for 45 days to look at things prices. Are you not in Liberia, brother? Lastly, drugs are killing young people. Do you know the drug they call Spark Angel? Please go and take Spark Angel. You know what a Liberia is saying. You can't turn in studio to be balanced, then you won't be biased. Amen. Don't spoil your country, man.
Thank you. Let's take this one. Good morning.
So thank you. Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
And let me say good morning to your studio guest, Conway, the Oracle. This is for us of Prince Polake. Look, I sat attentively listening to Montgomery, and actually I'm a late. he have come in studio with a practical analysis and facts of everything he said. Look at the competitive analysis. I don't know why people would like to misconstrue him. He's not saying that this government is already performing. No. In fact, he outlined some things that the past government was doing and that this government is doing. And his analysis I really love was the difference perhaps between this regime and that of the past regime is when things are being pointed out, the government take a session and they try to work towards it. Yesterday, when there was a damaging report by our ally, which is the United States of America, what we heard yesterday was people just denigrating. In fact, the past regime was more combative than proactive.
Okay.
Just in the face of us, in conclusion, when we were raising all of those issues, 16 million mobile exercise and what have you, we saw President we are going in studio. In my own country, they trying to hunt him down. After a few months, we saw him going Uganda. In fact, he went in broad street of Uganda, put in there, put there, started playing football. So, Comrade, thank you for your analysis.
Thank you.
And I think you said in the interest of all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Good morning. Let me say good morning to Stephen Tannen. And good morning to your student guest, Oracle. I phone from District 6. My name is Lawson. A Gulfin sagacious oyster. We from the Bassa background got a Bible says that when a snake want to die, he will leave the grass and count on the same, acting and crying. So it was good that last time they did not appear on the platform. So I listened to Oracle.
But why you say it was good last time they didn't appear? What was going to happen?
No, Oracle will litigate, actually it is reason. So
okay, let's hear you
let me go to my point. So I listen to Oracle and sell out things in the honor. It is good that we are in opposition. But sometimes when the government doing the useful things, we need to come out, to speak the truth. And I think Oracle mentioned the former Affairs Minister, Yanti Beslo. And if you compare the current Minister of Foreign Affairs and the past government minister, there's a big difference.
Okay.
A complete big difference. So I think that Oracle saying that the government is doing well. But I want for Oracle, is my own friend and brother, we from the same political party, like young leader.
Okay.
Ali, you are asking the issue of the jobs. People say, we are brought good, so we are brought doing. And if you are speak on the issue of jobs, this government think about that they are going to see how best to fund the issue of jobs. But in the regime, I must say I support the Bwakale administration. But in the government, the issue of jobs has gone to a higher increase. I will go speak to that to be honest reply for you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, Baraga.
Yeah, thank you, dear Bibaga. Yeah, I think we're just going to thank you still there. You see, Bobby, and you see what talking. I think I know I'm a party. If I get party yesterday, my team play my dream. We score one goal. You see, when it comes to like block politics, I remember that as soon as I get about Bugiri, you see, Kiju will be a president, that one, but Mr. Bugiri will be a president. So, I the motorcycle is saying, be by I won't be a president yet. You up ahead, I was doing more. That make it tomorrow, it will be the thing. Because we just move on president, we are issue, we came from there. Now, Bakada again complaining, you only do more people. I'm not thinking that that point is okay, that can rule a blow and you will be yeah. But up that guy can see more than that guy get it. See how baby saying it. I said before you see how Kassan and ball and then I get that with you. So that man is still enjoy good thing, yeah. He got it, but he will do the same thing. So myself, I want to be president. Yeah, I will tell all my mobile men to my president. Yeah.
Thank you.
Go to the union,
yeah.
Alexander, sorry, just 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. This is Abraham with second GSA again. I just wanted to provide piece of information that I didn't give to the men in studio. So quickly with my 30 seconds, on an issue of harmonization, he said harmonization cannot affect teachers. I want to tell you that it's blinking light. And let me provide the analysis for him. The word harmonization, you have to understand. Say for example, you have a C certificate and you are teaching PCS. I have a C certificate and I'm teaching and for William Directly in New Jersey, the school I graduated from. They are giving you 37,000 because you are teaching what? First grade as a self-contained. Then they are giving me 21,000 because I'm teaching first grade as a self-contained. President, we are a family to, and a lot of people say, no, you teaching first grade, self-contained, taking 37,000. Even we start teaching, whether they work with first grade and self-contained, the two of you have the same C certificate. Then the man is taking 21,000, no. So IMF said, what you need to do, either you give everyone we said 37,000 and give the man in studio 37,000, or give the man in studio 21,000 with everyone we said 21,000. But the two of them cannot be doing the same job, teaching the same class, with the same degree, and giving them different money. That was the essence of harmonization. As a result, all of teachers were affected because they were taking huge money, and all of officials were affected because they were taking huge money. So they wanted to put all of them on the ballot.
Okay.
That is the harmonization process.
Okay, and he will speak
I
to
get to
that. Morning.
understand that.
Okay, so we will give chance now to Oracle to speak to some of these been said.
So let me start with the last band. So there was no fight. For me, I've stayed in the educational circle for more than 11, 12 years.
Okay.
So the analogy you just brought is totally wrong. Nowhere in Liberia, all of those with the same credential being taking the same salary, ones are government. I'm discussing teacher. I'm not discussing ministry. In the government circle, once you are a teacher with master degree, the principal get master, all of you get the same money. That has been the policy in government school for the length of time. I've never, no day in my life I heard that someone's teaching Kenya with the same credential, the other men on the other side get the same money. I'm not discussing in government ministries. I'm discussing as a common classroom teacher. So that was never done anywhere. So maybe you created that strategy or something. But C certificate never made even 19,000 during the past regime. It was 37,000. When you check how it is done, associate degree was in 40, bachelor's degree was in 50,000. So nobody in another government school with the same credential, another person in another government school were getting different money. That policy are being fixed. You snatch that salary to put money in your pocket personally. So that thing is not true. Someone was asking on the issue of corruption. I think that was Luther Saki. How can we curtail corruption? Luther Saki, it may not be 100%, but it's just on a practical analysis. So there are things that you need to do. Even in the home, like one of my mentors from YX, she said, the first place training can start from, to train the child, it can start from the stomach. He says that when the woman is pregnant, you see the child will be 10 years around, so the man can narrow the stomach. He say, respect yourself. The child will come in order. Then when the child is born, when the mother breastfeeding the child will press on the nipple. When they press on the nipple, they look at the man's face. They won't know the man's reaction. If the man laugh, the child will do it again. But once you slap them, they go. So there are things you need when you start to step on your people who are close to you. Not just to suspend them, but make sure 2 or 3 persons are going to jail. Like listen, they said former President Toba beat someone before. Put someone on the ground. If the president gave 25 latches, who would want the president to be there again? You got to be practical in the kind of things you do. So what are those things that we do? We will not share anybody. If you come to the disco and then you want to corrupt the people, Sekou Chokon Salif will be straight to everybody. It will be straight to your own people. These are things that you need to do. Don't be partial in your analysis.
Is that a political leader?
So that's the next question then.
Yeah.
So the political leader is Rabbi Sekon Choku Salif. He's a Liberian from both Riverside and Bombing County. Okay. So the person who want to know the standard bearer name, that is the name of the standard bearer and the political leader. The chairman is Frankie Amukemokai. So Frankie Amukemokai also hails from Grand Kidman County. So they are our 2 leaders for the party.
Okay.
Then the next, someone was talking about, someone say I'm not sincere to the disco. I did not tell you the government is scoring 100%. Let's be fair. Some people ask on greater evil. The 2 of them got Basa. The 2 of them are bad when it comes to administration. But one person will have the edge. In my capacity as a president, if I would choose the 2 of them or choose one from the 2, I would prefer the Unity Party over the CDC. everything in Liberia is not roses. Nobody in Liberia is getting all the benefit. Things are still difficult. Like someone was talking about the issue of drugs. Drugs stay on the increase. One time I called on the show, that's what I told you. If the president is serious about fighting drugs, the first place he will first drugs will be in district number 6. Because district number 6 is one of the hottest area when it comes to drugs. So the president will set up all of the committees, all of the task force. If he can succeed in clearing district 6 free of drugs, then I can clap for him. Because in and around where the president lives, they got drugs there.
Okay.
Yeah. So the issue of drugs is on the increase. And then we got people in the community doing it. There are people influencing the children to do it. People sharing people who are involved into the attitude because you don't want to call people on them. So we too got to take the bold step. Community people themselves got to fight against the drugs. If all of the community leaders are ready to fight against drugs will be eradicated. Because if all of the chairmen for each community clear the ghettos in their community, where would the drugs be? Where they will put the drugs? And get rid of the drugs dealer in the community, where would the drugs dealer go? So it's government, it's also the community people as well.
Okay, somebody talk about because you said CDC never had gender.
So someone said, someone said United Party never had. That's not true.
Okay.
So go back when it was 2023, before somewhere around 2022 when I started on Truth FM on State of the Nation on Madeline side, I was a Jenna King Everson that arrest agriculture, rule of law, education, sanitation, and tracing. So I was a Jenna King. Maybe you were not in Liberia at the time, or you were somewhere that you didn't know. But United Party adopted the RS agenda during the campaign. We sat on all of the platform, and then we were able to discuss the arrest. So arrest did not come after the election. It was only the pro that came after the election because even the president who was president at the time they did not even go to a debate. They didn't even say anything to you. So I don't know what are some of the things that former president we have said that people voted him. But if you ask me what are some of the things that this current president said, he said he was going to fight on the issue of drugs, like Lawson said. So those are things that we look at. But some of you did not hear anything from your own political leader. You voted based on the basis of love. So when it comes to the United Party, in as much, I would want United Party to step aside. CDC is now opportunity. We have tested CDC. They're no different from UP. The two of them the same, but you get a greater evil. They got two kind of people. Some people crazy, but in that crazy, they get small ideas. Some people crazy by on the street. So CDC is of that kind. United Party got small edge. In as much I want United Party, CDC is now an option. CMC is now something. CMC is no different from CDC. ANC is no different from CDC. Like someone said, your leader is an auxiliary of United Party. He must be joking. He must be seriously joking. Any opposition,
just as you said, CMC is another auxiliary to CDC.
So any opposition political party that will go to United Party for the second round, just in case leader is not opportune. For me, I will join that opposition party.
Okay.
With the exception of CDC. I can say it clear.
So why if it's CDC?
I can't go.
The man said it already.
With the exception of CDC. So I would, if my party got national, will share the party. I would take my entire youth leadership to another political party. But if any other party goes to United Party, the second round election, if that party is an opposition, I will rally the entire leader to go for that opposition because we want to get rid of United Party. But with the exception of that, CDC goes, I prefer supporting the United Party.
Yes, so you just have to conclude now because we're going. Yes.
So let me say thanks to the two of you for the invite. I don't know. Next time when you're calling people from the CDC to come, I think you got to call more than 5 or 6. When everybody's in coming here, I know that's something the problem. So when you invite one person, there will always be. And I think last time you're supposed to call, but I think a radio badger sport too. So is that a problem?
Maybe the phone off.
Okay, the phone go off. No calling on our side. So next time when you're doing arrangement with people from the CDC, don't call one person. Arrange 4, 5. At least one, not kind of other one will come. But when you call one, the man will say something happened to him.
Anyway, it was actually Lasana that even made a request.
So he called for it and I accepted. I had another engagement to go to run to, but I have to wait aside. So it's not bad. Next time, we'll look forward.
Oh yeah, Lasana just calling. I don't know. Yeah, you got internet this. Lasana, you want to say something?
Lasana, he didn't do well for us, man.
Lasana. Yeah, Lasana.
Oh, but it should be.
Okay, so yeah, we have to go.
Next time.
Yeah, Lasana, we have to.
You didn't do well for us.
Yeah, we'll do it another
The
time.
guys
We
from
don't have-
CDC are afraid of me. Afraid of me. So I would not.
I'm
It's
making
not a
Oracle to-
post. The guys from CDC are afraid. Next time, bring them 1,000. Let them sit down. I will sit down alone.
For me,
You're
Oracle
making-
says I will agree because the fact remains that you say you were calling and the program ended before you call. So what does that mean?
No, Lasana, we'll do that another time.
Yeah,
We'll do that another time, and it was a good time to have. At least one person came, so the discussion was fruitful. Say thanks to Oracle for coming. It was good that we're here. So, folks, that's what the time we had to be with you. My name is Alexander Zesko. Yeneke Day breaks different in Liberia. Anything is possible. I was here with Stephen Talu. Have a wonderful time. Tomorrow, we're going to be again for another edition. Up next is Bliss News Summary.